Hey everybody, Mr. Tim here.
Miss Colette.
Hey, it's wacky time because it's Wednesday again. This week we have some funny things to tell you, some wackiness to get through, and we're going to do a little bit different lesson than what we've been doing.
And in honor of school starting, we're going to have some book learning. And I'm cool for school.
Well, you told me to turn my collar. So I did. I turned to my collar. See, I turned
said
it.
Flip your collar.
Oh, I did. I flipped it around. So see, yeah. All right, let's get started with the wackiness.
Okay,
all right?
Bring a joke.
All right. So, who was the smartest man in the Bible?
Jesus.
No, it was Abraham because he knew a lot.
Oh, his nephew.
Yeah, a lot, yeah.
Okay, so why did they not play cards on the ark?
I don't know, maybe because there was too many animals?
No, it's because Noah was standing on the deck.
All right, I got another one. What do you call pastors in Germany?
Pastors?
No, German shepherds. Shepherds, another name for pastor. Get it? German shepherds. Yeah,
I
okay,
get it.
Yeah.
Well, according to the Bible, who should make the coffee, men or women?
I don't think it really matters.
Well, there was a whole Bible book on it called Hebrews.
Oh,
Hebrews.
Oh, yeah, I get it. So, the last one. How many of each animal did Moses take on the ark?
You thought you could trick me. It was Noah, and he took 2 of each kind.
It was Noah, and it was a trick. And that's that's what we're going to talk about tonight, is to know your Bible. Because I tried to trick Miss Colette by saying Moses instead of Noah. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Is, we're always telling you that this verse is in the Bible or that verse is in the Bible, and we tell you to look those up. Well, maybe you're not quite sure how to do that. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight.
First, a couple of quick features about your Bible that's pretty cool. In the beginning, there's an index that tells you where to find things.
Yeah, so it goes all the way from Genesis all the way to Revelation, and you can find what page that particular book is on, and you can find that book really easy.
Or if you're lucky, you have a fancy Bible like Mr. Tim.
Yeah, mine has little things you can put your thumb in and find it and take you right to 1 Corinthians. So the Bible is broke up into 2 sections. And those sections are...
the Old Testament and the New Testament. What's the difference between the 2?
The Old Testament is leading up to Jesus' life, the prophets, the prophesying of Jesus coming, and the judges, the life before Jesus. And then the New Testament is after Jesus was on earth and after his life, and how we should act as Christians because of that, and the beginning of the church, and how we should act in the church and what the church should do.
So inside of each of those testaments are books. The books of the Bible are the different sections. And do you know how many are in the Old Testament?
A whole bunch.
Do you know how many books are in the Old Testament?
I know. There's 27 in the Old Testament.
That's the New Testament. How many are in the Old Testament?
Well, if there's 66 total and there's 27 in the New, that means there's 39 in the Old.
We have a math genius here, folks.
So 39 in the Old, 27 in the New, a total of 66.
So each of those books are different sections of the Bible, and then there's more breakdown. What's next?
After you get to the books of the Bible, each book, let's just say Matthew, for instance, is broken into chapters. There may be 1 or 2 chapters, or there's some books that have 25 or 30 or even more than that. So each chapter, and then each chapter is broke down into verses or sentences or thoughts, and each one of them has a number in the beginning of it. Just like this here, Matthew chapter 1, verse 1. And then it goes through to, I can see verse 12. So when it gets to chapter 2, it starts over with verse 1 again. So it's really easy to find those verses. Also, in the back of the Bible, there is what they call a topical index and or concordance. So, the last couple of weeks we've been talking about forgiveness. So you could go to here, find forgiveness. It'll tell you what page that chapter and verse is on. Could be in the Old Testament or it could be in the New Testament, and there could be more than one reference to that subject. So you can go there and find verses to read on a particular subject.
It's important for you to know where the features in your Bible are so that you can study or look up what you need to look up.
Because go ahead.
So you need to know how to get to those topical and so that you can go and look up a topic and study. If your teacher says, look up something about forgiveness in the Bible, now you know how to go find those verses related to forgiveness.
Like a few weeks ago, if you remember, we were talking about, was it in the Bible or was it something your grandparents said? And we said, money is the root of all evil. Well, guess what? We found out in the Bible that it says the love of money is the root of all evil. So we took a couple of words out of that and it changed the whole meaning of it. So that's why it's important for you to know where to find it and to find if it's true or not.
And just like that, the reason that when we learn our verses and memorize not only the books and the chapters, but also the verse numbers, because it's easy for us to tell someone else what's in the Bible, but it's also important for us to be able to go and pinpoint what was said, because we all know what John 3:16 is, right?
It says, for God so loved the world, he gave his only son.
That's right, and that's something that we use a lot. As a matter of fact, that was one of the first verses you learned in Awanas. But if I messed up and I said John 16:3, it would have given a very different message, because that one says, they do such things because they have not known the Father or me. And Jesus is saying these people don't know him. And that's not the message you want to give.
No. So even a pastor, even if it's Pastor Carl preaching on a Sunday morning, and he says John 16:3, and then says, for God so loved the world, just because Pastor Carl says it doesn't mean it's true. Sometimes he might mess up. Nobody's perfect. Even Pastor Carl would want you to go to your Bible and go, I don't think that was quite right. And he would want you to verify that for yourself, not just to trust him because he said so.
Because we're human and we can make mistakes, but the Bible is always true.
And it's always right. So the challenge for you this week is to start looking things up in your Bible, pick a topic, go in the back and see if you can find that topic, and then find verses on it. If you need help with that, have your parents give you a topic to find in the Bible. And you know what? If you don't have a Bible, please let Pastor Shane know, because we would love to be able to give you a Bible. So until next week, start looking things up in your Bible, get familiar with your Bible, and learn how to use it. So until then,
bye.
Bye.